Hello, I'm Claire and I want to talk to you today about the workshops that I do above Frank Nutt's Sewing Machine Shop. So here's the studio, come on in and have a nosy. So when you come to a workshop, the machines are all set up and this is where it happens. So it's a lovely space, lots of light and air. We've got nice comfy chairs and we get lots done here, so it's really good fun. So the course that I want to talk about to you today is actually called Thread and Texture, Free Machine Embroidery for Beginners. And I really do mean beginners. If you've never ever done free machine embroidery before and you want to have a go, or perhaps you have had a go, been put off, or maybe it's a little bit of a time since you've actually done some, and you might think, oh, brush up on my techniques, then come along because I take you through the day doing lots of different samples. So here we are, this is what we do. So you'll have 3 pieces of calico and you'll decorate them, embellish them, free machine embroider them. So to get yourself started, we actually use a good old-fashioned hand embroidery hoop. So just slacken the outer screw, place calico over, pop the hoop in, and one little tip when you tighten it is pull the calico up at right angles. If you actually pull it like that, your inner hoop can flip out. So if you just pull it up at right angles and get it really nice and tight. Now I know my hoop isn't bound, you don't have to. If you want to bind your inner hoop, it just gives it a bit more of a tighter grip, but you don't have to do it. So I've pulled that really nice and tightly and I'm just tightening the screw, and of course if it's a bit tricky, get your old screwdriver out, but that really is nice and tight, and that way when you free machine embroider on a single layer of fabric you can actually do it quite easily because it's nice and tight in that hoop. I'll show you what I mean. Come over to the machine, and I've already lowered the teeth or dropped the feed dogs on this machine. You should be able to do that quite easily. Have a look in your book and there's a darning instruction or just telling you how to lower your teeth or drop your feed. And then I've actually got a open-toed free machine embroidery foot on. And what you need to do is pop your hoop under here, and there's a double lift, and bring your bobbin thread up. Now I've actually got a bobbin fill in there, so it's a little short thread, but at least I know where it is. Pop the needle back in the fabric, lower the presser foot, and you're ready to go. And you literally just sew. And I can go in any direction, and that is the beauty of free machine embroidery. You can go in any direction, and you can also put it on zigzag. So on this machine, set it to zigzag, and off we go. And if I move it slowly, I get a satin stitch, and if I move it quickly, I get an open zigzag like that. So that's really what machine embroidery is all about, and I just give you ideas and tips on how you decorate your bits of calico and achieve great things. The thing that people say to me is, oh, I can machine embroider, but what do I do with it? I can't draw, I'm not quite sure what to do. And I want to just show you how easy it is to perhaps decorate the fabric and then embellish it with machine embroidery. And I will show you every step. So the kinds of things that you will do, you will actually, what I call your warm-up sheet. So here are just some doodles, and I'm just experimenting with straight stitch. I am rather fond of flowers, I have to say. But here we go. We've got a bit of zigzag, and I'm just practicing, learning what to do, working out what happens when we go different speeds. So that's your warm-up piece of calico. And then what you do is you'll decorate a stamped design that I will have already done for you. So you'll end up with a flower or a butterfly, and that is just machine embroidered. And that look is achieved because I've used a variegated thread. Another thing that I show you is where I've bonded some chopped up bits of fabric to the calico and just stitched over it. And then on this one I've bonded a heart to the calico, and then I've just done those curls. I also teach a couple of other techniques so that you will go home with some samples like this. There's your chopped up bit. There's a merino wool rose. There's a different way of decorating a stamp design, and just a bit of doodling. And here's another sample that's got that lovely variegated thread on it. So when you come to Thread and Texture and all these machines are set out, they're ready to go. But what I want to make sure that you can do is free machine embroider at home. So I will talk about how you lower the teeth on your machine, how you actually attach the foot to your machine. We'll talk about the threads that we use, we'll cover needles, and really you just have a day of experimenting and getting really stuck into it, so that when you get home you just want to carry on. It's my mission to get you all free machine embroidering. That's what I plan to do. And then when you've done this course, you can easily come to one of my other courses, something like organza flowers or silk paper and embroidered cards. They're the next step, and then you're hooked. I hope to see you very soon. So come along to Thread and Texture Free Machine Embroidery for Beginners, and the courses can be found on my website, which is www.clairemuir.co.uk. Thank you.